Before we start, please make sure to like this video and hit this subscribe button so you never miss a story like this. And also comments where you are watching from, how many sons and daughters you have. Thanks.
My name is Eleanor Parker, and if you're watching this, make sure you subscribe and tell me where you're tuning in from, because what I'm about to share is something I never imagined would happen in my life. 6 months after burying my husband of 40 years, I thought the worst was behind me. I was wrong. It started with 6 words that tore my heart apart. Stop whining. It's already sold. My son, Daniel, stood in my kitchen as if he owned the place, arms folded, face cold, and absolutely unmoved by the devastation he had just caused me. The item? My late husband's 1979 Rolex Submariner, the one he had saved 3 months' worth of overtime for, the one he wore every single day of our marriage. The same watch the hospital placed in my trembling hands the day he died, along with his wedding band. Daniel shrugged. Mom, it was just a watch. You need to let Dad go. Just a watch. That sentence tasted like betrayal, bitter and metallic, like copper on my tongue. My husband, Henry, had wound that watch every morning while coffee brewed. It was our ritual, our rhythm, the sound of love that carried through decades. And now, my own son had stolen it, and pawned it. But what Daniel didn't know was this: Henry never did anything by accident. That watch wasn't just a timepiece. It was a message. A secret. And Daniel had just unleashed a storm he wasn't ready for. At Golden Time Pawn on Belmont Avenue, the man behind the counter already knew why I was there. You're here about the Rolex, he said before I spoke a word. Apparently, Daniel had warned him. I offered to buy it back, but the man, Victor, his name tag read, shook his head. Too late, ma'am. It's already sold. Paid cash this morning. No returns in this line of work. My heart dropped. A stranger now wore Henry's memory on their wrist. But then Victor lowered his voice. Funny thing, when we cleaned it, we found a hidden compartment. Professional job, like a jeweler did it. Inside was this. He handed me a small yellow envelope. Inside, in Henry's careful handwriting, was a note. Eleanor's birthday. August 9, 1954. The night I knew I'd marry her. Beneath that, a series of numbers and letters. SS 4921 New York 090854 EP. A chill raced up my spine. Henry had never mentioned a hidden compartment. Never mentioned codes. In 40 years of marriage, he had kept this secret right on his wrist. And someone, whoever had bought the watch, seemed to know about it. Victor admitted the man had looked too interested when he heard about the hidden find. I clutched the envelope. My son had stolen his father's watch for vacation money. But someone else had bought it because they knew Henry's secret. Back at home, I pulled out decades of Henry's meticulous records, tax returns, receipts, bank statements, files stacked neatly in rows. He had always been so careful. Too careful. The code haunted me, SS 4921 New York 090854 EP. SS. Secure Solutions. Swiss Savings. New York. New York? But we'd never lived there. 090854. My birthday, the night Henry said he knew he'd marry me. EP. Eleanor Parker. My initials. Then I saw it, Secure Solutions Global, a discreet investment firm based in the Cayman Islands. Their client logins matched Henry's format. My fingers trembled as I typed the code. The screen flashed, valid account number. Enter password. Password. Something only I would know. I tried birthdays. Anniversaries. Addresses. Nothing worked. Then I remembered Henry's words, the night I knew I'd marry her. I typed 080954. The screen blinked. Access granted. My jaw dropped. Account balance, $2,817,304.67. Nearly $3 million. Hidden. Henry, my Henry, who had told me for decades we were living paycheck to paycheck, clipping coupons, patching clothes, saving every penny, had secretly built an offshore fortune. And he had never told me. My chest burned with rage, betrayal, confusion, until I clicked account messages. There it was, a folder labeled for Eleanor, emergency only. Inside, a video. Recorded just 3 months before Henry's death. Henry's face filled the screen. His voice was calm, but his eyes carried the weight of secrets. My love, if you're watching this, I'm gone. And something has gone wrong. He explained everything. The money wasn't really his. It was his father's, hidden before his death in 1981. Henry had promised to protect it, to only use it if the family was ever in true danger. I hoped you'd never need this account. But if you're watching, then I couldn't tell you in time. He leaned closer, his voice heavy. Eleanor, it's about Daniel. My stomach clenched. Henry revealed he had hired a private investigator after noticing money missing. The investigator discovered Daniel's gambling debts, shady loans, and attempts to gain power of attorney over us. He's been planning to take everything. He's not the boy we raised. Please, protect yourself. Protect what I've built. And trust no one, not even him. The video ended. Tears blurred my vision, but behind the grief came a hard, cold realization. Henry hadn't hidden the money from me. He had hidden it from Daniel. And now Daniel had stolen the watch, not for vacation cash, but because he suspected it contained the key to Henry's secret. The next morning, I was still staring at Henry's files when I heard a key turn in my front door. Ashley's voice floated in, sweet but sharp. Eleanor? Just checking on you before our flight. They weren't checking on me. They were checking on Henry's secrets. Daniel's eyes swept across Henry's desk. Find anything interesting, Mom? I forced a smile. Just old bank statements. Your father kept everything. Ashley leaned closer to my laptop screen. You sure it's just paperwork? Her tone dripped with suspicion. They wanted what Henry left. They thought I was weak. But Henry had left me the key, not them. And as I looked at my son, the boy I once rocked to sleep, who had become a man willing to betray his own parents for greed, I made my decision. Henry had trusted me to guard this secret. And now, I would guard it against our own son. Even if it meant destroying him to do it.